I wanna touch your body and feel it go. Oh, I wanna get naughty and dance with your soul. Oh, I wanna take you to it, rockin' all night, wanna feel you go through it, rollin' with your sides, baby. The whole truth is, I wanna see it in your eyes. From your head to your toes, I wanna kiss your body and feel you tremble. Oh, I wanna take you to it, rockin' all night, wanna feel you go through it, rolling with your sides, baby. The whole truth is, I wanna see it in your eyes.
I set my heart on wisdom to understand the thing. This I have found, that the world is full of stupid people, willing participants. And by this, a great deception will follow.
I wanna touch your body and feel you let go. Oh, I wanna get naughty and dance with your soul. Oh, I wanna take you to it, rockin' all night, wanna feel you go through it, rollin' with your sides, baby. The whole truth is, I wanna see it in your eyes.
How you doing today? Good, we hope. Standing strong, we hope. Any day now, the fan is gonna hit the crap. Trust us on this. You know, woke up today and I thought, self, why don't you see what's on the tube, right? See what's on the television. What's happening in the world today. Well, it didn't take long for it to make me sick and turn it off. 3 issues immediately happen. First thing we see, well, we actually saw this last night and then caught it again this morning, is this plane crash. I guess there's a couple of them, but this one in I think New York, LaGuardia Airport, whatever. Air Canada hits fire truck. Now, like to say, prayers should go out for the injured and for the lives lost. But my point is this, take a look at it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you've seen it all over the news by now, right? Look at this plane. Totaled, right? Just the front of it's destroyed, and the rest of it kind of all crinkled up. And I wondered if anyone else caught on. You know, a lot of the issues going on today is a result of 9/11, right? Let's remember 9/11 for a moment. Do you understand where I'm going? Right? We're told that this more than one, right? But in general, a plane hits a building made of steel and concrete, heavily enforced steel. Supposedly, the buildings were made to withstand, back in the 70s when they were built, or whatever, they were made to withstand being hit by 747s. But they give us this nonsense story, which I assure you is pulled off by the same people pulling us into these wars, right? They tell us these planes smashed right through the buildings and took them down. Apparently, they should have made those towers out of the same material that these fire trucks are made out of, right? I mean, just ask yourself, all these years people tell me, oh, you think this about 9/11, you think that. Well, I mean, the proof just reveals itself day in and day out.
The Lucky Larry, the guy that, Lucky Larry Silverstein, who bought the World Trade Centers, building 1 and 2 and building 7. He bought those buildings even though they needed a $1 billion. Now, back in 2001, $1 billion was still a thing. Even though he bought these buildings, even though they both needed a $1 billion asbestos removal job. Well, how lucky for him. Well, Lucky Larry just bought the U.S. Bank in L.A., and it turns out there was something I didn't notice because I wouldn't notice it. But on the cover of The Economist magazine, it shows it. Straight up, it shows it. I don't know if anyone's covered this yet, but tell me I'm wrong. Look at this. Here's the cover, and notice the cake right in the middle. And no pun intended, when you blow it up, there it is. Right there. You can't miss it. Or maybe you can. Just wave it off. But if Lucky Larry bought it, it's going to be the next 9/11. It'll be on the West Coast because they want people off California anyway. So it works out perfectly for everybody, except for Americans, because, screw us.
Then the second issue, said there was 3, right? Second issue is yesterday or last night, we see Trump on the news lying again. I hate to say it. I don't want to sound like these crazy Democrats, right? But I hate to say it. Were they right? A little bit. I mean, their reasonings weren't proper, but you can't trust this guy. I mean, I said that, but I didn't vote for him, right? Because I said that. A liar lies. If you're a liar, you are of your father, the devil. Jesus himself said that. But all these Republicans and so-called Christians flock to him even now, even though ever since he's been in office, before he took office and now, that's all he's done is lie through his teeth, lie after lie after lie. Yesterday and through last night, the news is showing him say, oh, well, we are halting a 5-day, he made this big threat about hitting power stations, energy stations in Iran. And then he comes out, we're going to halt it for 5 days, and we're going to give it 5 days, and because we're having good talks with the Iranian people. Now, let's not forget, even though those blinded want to act like it ain't true, but it is true, we started this war for Israel, and we acted very sinfully to do that, right? We, of course, your mainstream news ain't reporting it, but Iran, before all this started, Iran finally caved and agreed to their nuclear demands and other demands. Not every single demand, but the most important ones, right? And even though Iran agreed to it, the very next day, Trump sucker punches them. America is brought into war. Then they have enough nerve to tell us, the people, that we should be sacrificing our sons and daughters and our wealth to this war for another people. I'm pretty sure this war is going to go nuclear in enough time. Better watch yourself. But here in America, this is not good. It's going to bring judgment on us. He's lying and committing sins to cost lives. And one of the first places they bombed was a school full of children. And you think that's okay, but you want to cry the blues when they bomb something and some innocent people get hurt. Oh, how horrible and evil these Iranians are. We'll ignore it when it's our own people doing it, though, right? Anyways, so he tells us yesterday, lies about it and says, oh, we're having talks with Iran. Iran comes out and denies it. Says that ain't true. This guy's lying to you. Now, who do you believe? Well, I don't really know the Iranian people, right? I do know our people. I do know Israel. And those are the people that's been lying to us for years. Almost every war we've been involved in. World War I, World War II, and this war. And all the wars between have Israeli involvement to bring it in. False flag operations to cause them. If you don't understand that, you're not doing your due diligence. You don't have a right to an opinion on it to tell me I'm wrong until you open your eyes and start researching history. That's the way I feel about it. I've done my due diligence and looked into it. I've been watching it my whole life. People know this, right? But I get people on here arguing with me who ain't got a freaking clue. But they act like they do just because they heard it on the news. The same news that's been lying for as long as I've been alive. You know, so anyways, he tells us that. This lie that they're talking with Iran. Iran says, no, that ain't true. I mean, I'm inclined to believe not the people that's been lying to me my whole life, right? But we don't get it. Oh, Iran's so horrible. Iran's such horrible people. Well, now you might want to be concerned because we've done them wrong, right? Why wouldn't they say death to America? You would be doing the same thing if it was the other way around. But you act like, and not you personally, right? But we act like they ain't got a right to an opinion and everything we do is justified. It's a lie, okay? The end of times is upon us. You better figure that out. If you want God's mercy, whether, you know, it takes more than just claiming to be a Christian. You want his mercy, you better be standing on the side of truth and righteousness. And the way we are acting is not truth and righteousness, right? So he lied to us, and then he, you know, but here's even more. Overnight would be overnight for us, early in the morning for them over there. What we're not, our news is not reporting. As so far as right now, I've not found one report from our news. But I keep my eyes open on these other channel stuff and what's coming out of at least one Australian source and a couple other sources from other countries is that one of Iran's energy facilities was indeed hit by America and Israel. So here we are being lied to, and Trump's trying to soothe you over by saying, oh, well, you know, they got us involved in something that is backfiring on us. And they're not the ones, you know, Trump will remain rich, his family will remain rich, these sick politicians will remain rich. You and I are going to pay a horrible price for this. You know, the only thing our news is telling us is that, oh, Iran won't quit bombing Israel. They ain't telling us what Israel and America's doing, the lies behind it. You know, we're being told we're going broke and everything else. But we got billions to waste on these wars for their agenda. It's not going to help us. It's putting us in danger. And a false flag attack on America is probably very likely going to happen. And these nutcases are trying to turn this into a nuclear war. Meanwhile, all the Christian nationalists, Christian Zionists, and Republicans all together bitching about how high of the fuel prices are going and how much everything else is costing. Trump assuring us we're okay and all this and that. Nothing but lies. And no one wants to point the blame at the real source. I don't know. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Or just say hello to whiskey. We wanted to share that thought. I said there was a third thing, but that had turned into a long subject. And we've been on here long enough. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate it very much. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.